Virgos, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is the monthly general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. There's a part 2 over on Patreon and Vimeo. Links are below for your convenience. I'm recording this with a hotspot, so we'll see how intact the video quality will stay. Let me just check my battery really quick. I should have checked that before. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine. Wait, whoa. Hold on. I'm sorry, Virgos. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, my bad. Virgos, welcome. So, first thing I was getting with you was a strong arm energy. I don't know another way to put it. Like, they showed me the elephant, and then I heard bull, and I saw a woolly mammoth of all things. I was like, okay, are we going like way back to ancient wisdom stuff? Actually, yeah, I just got that vibe. You could be drawn to fossils at this time. If you have any fossils, I would totally keep them on your person or have them under your pillow, work with them, keep them close. Also, any not any fossils, but certain fossils like oceanic fossils work really well with like Larimar. It's always a really great combo. But yeah, that just came in through for you. Yeah, ancient wisdom and earth wisdom. The earth may be talking to you. You may be able to tap into some very, very old stuff, prehistoric timelines and energies, and maybe even beings and entities. So something interesting happening for you, Virgos. But coming back to like the strong arm energy of the elephant, and again, I heard bull, which to me says Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart, not necessary. Uranus is in Taurus and Jupiter's in Taurus, and we are very much affected with Uranus at this time, especially with the new moon in Leo aspecting Uranus. But anyway, why are you in the strong arm energy? It's very much not like you, Virgo, to be in this vibe. Now, this could be someone around you. I feel like it's you, though. I do. I feel like it's you wanting to like bulldoze. Like literally like bull in a china shop is kind of the energy I'm getting with you. Like bulldozing, not taking like no for an answer, just doing what you gotta freaking do. Like that's how this feels to me. Very not Virgo-esque. I'm like so fascinated. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. God, I don't have a deck for this kind of like energy on me right now. Let's see what we got. No. You know what? Okay. Yes. We will do this one. Okay. We're going to start with the Goddess Power Oracle. All the decks that I use are linked below, so we're going to start with this one for you. I do got to keep track of the time, but let's do it. Oh, we have a peeker. So this is actually from another deck. This is the Rider-Waite. It's the Star card. Interesting. Star card, you know, depending on the expression of it, whether we're speaking in a reversed manner or upright in that polarity, the Star card is Aquarius to me, often very much like the North Node. I'm getting the Pleiadians, actually. I'm getting strong Pleiadian energy with that. Yeah, again, a lot of like ancient wisdom, divine wisdom, earth wisdom even, energies coming through for you. Maybe even motivating you. Maybe even getting you fired up, because I feel like you're in fire energy, like fire and earth, like again, ready to bulldoze, ready to make things happen in the physical, right? Not taking no for an answer, but sorry. Interesting little card to come out. Interesting card to come out. When it's in reverse, it can be like skepticism, depression, right? The complete opposite of being fired up and ready to handle shit. So maybe a little message there for some of you. Any messages or insights for my Virgos? Okay. For my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Now I feel the softness. They're showing me a crescent moon specifically. You're going to have a wave of fire, man. You will. You're going to have a wave of fire and motivation and drive. I would totally capitalize on it. Almost has Kali-like energy, but it also feels very masculine. But I can feel the softness hasn't completely gone. Almost like it's going to happen fast and you're going to switch back is almost how it feels. Virgo. Any messages or insights for Virgos? Any messages or insights for my Virgos? Am I taking all these? Just the top. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ah, Mama Kosha with water. 33, by the way, a master number. 33 to me is a master number of creation, where 11 to me is of awareness, and 22 is of self-mastery, the unity of self, right? And then we have, or you can just say unity as a concept, and then the 33 is co-creating, putting all of that towards something into action, right? It's like the cell becomes aware of itself and then merges with other cells, and then boom, you have life, right? You can think of it like that. Anyway, Mama Kosha with water. I feel so much fire with you. Temper. Thank you. Thank you. This card is coming out to say you can temper that fire. You can temper that fire. You can temper that motivation. You can temper that drive so you don't burn out. And so it's not just a fleeting thing. You can like really make it last, prolong it, prolong it, prolong it. And that is the softness of you as well to do that. Use your feminine energy, use your water to temper, to temper, to temper, to temper, and maintain that flame. Let's see here. Interesting. We have Shakti in reverse with transformation. 46, a cyclical energy, so the 10 to the 1, right? And then we have Freya, radical acceptance, 15, breaking down to a 6. That Serenity prayer is coming to me. God, how does that go? I can never remember the whole Serenity prayer, but it's like I just always remember pieces of it. Sorry, there's wasps out here, so I'm just trying to be careful. Hold on. Actually, let me light this. I'm also like using my sage and stuff to like, you know, keep them away. Anyway, yeah, the Serenity prayer is coming up for me, for you. Like, grant me the serenity, like to accept the things I cannot change. I know there's more to it, and the awareness to know, the awareness or wisdom to know what I cannot. It's something along those lines. You can look it up, you can Google it, but that's what's coming up here. I feel like that fire, that drive, that bull in a china shop energy is anger. I do feel like that. Like it's anger, but it's rooted in passion of like getting certain things done or making certain things happen. Temper it. Temper it. For some of you, it comes from control, or it's coming from a place of wanting to control. Yeah, I gotta be honest. It almost feels like shadowy Virgo meets Aries is kind of how it feels. I did do Aries before you, so that might not be a coincidence, but like, yeah, I can feel it. There's a need to control behind that intensity, that fire, that flame. And then it's like, if you get carried away with it, like you can burn out, right? Or it just, right, puts you out. Temper it. Temper it and realize what is within your control and what is not. So like, even if you are trying to be forceful or like a bull in a china shop or get out of my way, the elephant that breaks down the wall, right? That you don't have to be that forceful. You don't have to be that forceful. You don't have to have that much resistance to the flow of things, right? When you recognize what is within your control and what is not. The Shakti card in reverse with transformation, that feels like there is some change going on here that you may be struggling with, or again, or approaching something in a different manner. That's a huge theme in the collective right now because of the new moon Leo. Those are huge themes with the new moon Leo. Taking a different approach, a different outlook, a different attempt, a different method to things, a different perception of things. That also came up in the Aries reading. But that's what I'm feeling here with you. Like, there's a certain situation in your life, could even just be a way of being that's asking you to be like, hey, you can approach this different. You can handle this different. There's a different way of communicating for some of you. There's a different way of approach for some of you. And like getting away from this like intensity of force. I'm just going to bulldoze. I'm just going to make shit happen. Right? Right? Right. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards here. I'm going to go into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for you. God, they're really coming out. Stay away. Stay away from me. Any messages or insights for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Before the elephant actually came out. Okay. Whoa. Let's see. Whew. Intensity. Phoenix, the root chakra, usually representing this rising of energy, Kundalini awakenings, activations, rebirths, that sort of deal usually comes with this card. But it is that fire of, right, of a rush of energy, a rush of passion, a rush of okay, right? And that is what I was feeling with you. But how are you going to temper that? How are you going to harness it? How are you going to harness it? How are you going to utilize it in a way where you can maintain, I keep getting, yeah, it's like maintaining momentum, maintaining drive, maintaining determination, motivation, all of those things. You're going to do it with water. You're going to do it with water. Let's keep going. Virgo. There it is. Vulture, death magic with Shakti, with transformation. It's okay to... No, let me rephrase that. Let me back up. Try to focus on the energy. There's a way to go about change of yourself, shift in perceptions, all those things where you just surrender to it. Vulture comes out, it's very scorpionic. It comes out to say, I'm going to eat away the things that are dying and dead and decaying and just sitting here gunking up the situation, or just sitting here clogging things up, or just sitting here and not serving a purpose. There has been resistance to doing things differently. And for some, it can even be an extreme reaction of you're triggered. And so you want to do something about it. But with Phoenix, I don't feel that way. I feel like with Phoenix coming out, it's more so like something in you is newly ignited. And it's just like, whoa, right? And how to deal with that energy. Can I get one more card, please, for my Virgos? Buffalo. Yes, Buffalo. I love this coming out with radical acceptance for you, because Buffalo is like a tower card for me. When change happens, it's funny too, right? Because it's like you have the death card and the rebirth card, basically, both very scorpionic. You could have Scorpio in your chart, and we literally have the tower card, that catalytic energy of from death to birth, right? Anyway, sorry. Buffalo, coming out as the tower. This card comes out to say, in times of change, in times of chaos, in times of discord, finding a way through by flowing with it, accepting what you can change about it and what you can't change about it, what you can do to adapt and what you can't, right? Understanding your own capability and limitations as well within that. But I mean, it's interesting too, because Aries had a message of like limitlessness, right? Limitlessness with your belief and your perception. This to me is a much more like, how do I want to say, like practical and realistic of, yeah, like in the earthly plane, almost like material plane of what can I do now? What can I do here? Like being very intentional and direct about it, almost masculine about it in a way. But yeah, so anyway, Virgo, this basically just looks like to me that you're going through a huge shift internally, potentially activated or catalyzed by something going on in your environment or in your reality that is creating this rebirth energy for you, this coming into like extreme fire and motivation, and how to manage that. Managing that. Okay. God, we're at 13 minutes. So these readings I've been trying to keep kind of short just because I don't have a lot of plugs today, and I'm also on a hot spot. So Virgos, that is your reading for right now. I'm going to go ahead and get into part 2 if this is where you leave us. I hope this was helpful and insightful for you. And if you're joining us on the other side, I will see you very soon. But Virgos, essentially, this is just to say that you're learning how to temper and manage your own fire, and allowing yourself to be open to change and adaptability in a way where it's not about you having control, and it's not about needing to force things. It's about learning to flow with things, right? Accept what you can change, accept what you can't, accept what you can adapt to, accept what you can't adapt to, and the power and wisdom to know the difference. Serenity prayer, I think, would be huge for you here, okay? All right, Virgos, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Take care.